You know what I love is that God is so good at teaching you lessons and being so patient with you that you will understand His plan for you, and that just at the right time, He will remind you of the lesson so that you can also teach others and help others along the way. What I mean is that, just yesterday I was talking to my kids about friendships, and I was like, you know what? There are times when you may have to let go of friendships that at some point were very meaningful. And I feel like as Christians, this is something that a lot of people struggle with. I struggled with it initially because I felt like there was certain things that didn't align well with some friends that I had. And these were people that I genuinely cared about, people that I loved, and that I still love, but I really felt like there was something that was separating me from being closer to them. And there was a time when I was like praying to God, and I was like, God, please bring godly friendships into my life. Like, I want people that love you. And I also remember praying for Him to remove those that didn't belong in my life anymore. And that was a hard prayer to pray because I felt like I already kind of knew who those people were, but I didn't have it in me to do that unless I felt like the Lord was removing them Himself. He literally just like Amazon primed it, because within days all this stuff happened and people were removed from my life. I was trying to teach my son is that sometimes friends or people are put in our lives for very specific purposes, and we may not see that in the moment. We just see them as people in our lives, friends, acquaintances, colleagues, whatever the case. But whenever we get closer to God, the enemy does not like for us to get closer to God. He will try to distract you. The enemy also works in how we think about certain things. So for example, one of the things that I struggled with was people pleasing. I was like, well, I can't do this or I can't say that because then they're going to think bad about me and then they're not going to like me. And I realized that thought was from the enemy, because if I continue to think about that and I continue to people please, then I'm pleasing man and I'm not pleasing God. So in those seasons when you're feeling called to let go of friendships, or maybe there's something in your heart that you're like, man, like, I don't know if I want to go hang out with that person. Like, there's a reason for that. There is no coincidences with God. Like, God puts thoughts in you. He puts people in your life. He removes people in your life for a reason. You just have to trust that His plans are greater than yours, and that there's a reason why He's trying to nudge you to get rid of certain friendships, because He can't move you and advance you and get you closer to Him when there's obstacles and things in the way that are distracting you from Him. And so I told my son it's okay to mourn that and to be sad that you won't have that person in your life, or that you can't or shouldn't have that friendship anymore. But you know what? God is going to bring something new into your life. He's going to bring the right people. He's going to continue to direct you and lead you down the path that He wants to. And we just cannot be carrying this burden and distraction and the load that some people continue to bring into our life. So if any part of you feels that tug, or that, I don't know, that feeling that when you hang out with certain people or when you're talking to certain people, it just doesn't feel right. It gives you that ick. Really bring that to the Lord and say, you know what, God, like, tell me what I should do with the friendships and the people in my life. Remove anybody that shouldn't be in my life and watch Him move, because He will move.